Over time, life can happen. We face challenges, pressures at work, family members that are difficult. It's easy to let that press us down. We become sour. We don't enjoy our spouse anymore. We don't want to spend time together. We have a list of all the things they've done wrong. The easy way out is to disconnect. They're not performing up to par. They're not meeting my standards, so I'll check out. I'll go do my own thing. Watch TV, hang out with my friends. God didn't put that person in your life by accident. He's given them to you as a gift. Don't wait till they're gone till you recognize what you had. Get plugged in. Be kind. Be generous. Treat them like a gift.
I was miserable in my life. I didn't like waking up. I ain't have no purpose. I ain't know what I was supposed to be doing. On October 8th, 1985, I walked in a comedy club for the first time. A girl took me down there. She said, "You got to go to a comedy club. You're the funniest person I've ever met." I walked in the comedy club. I signed up for the following week. I'm going to sit here and learn. I knew I was funny. I just didn't know what to do with it. They had 10 acts go up. I didn't laugh at one joke. I was just sitting there man, I wish that was me. It got to guy number 10. They called his name. He wasn't there. They said, "Well, he's not here. We're going to go to next week's list. Steve Harvey, where are you?" Long story short, I won amateur night. I won $50. It was a 45-minute drive to my house with this girl named Gladys. I cried 45 minutes. She said, "What you crying for? It ain't but $50. I said, No, you don't even understand. I was born tonight. I now know what I'm supposed to do. This ain't your life right here. This life you got right now, this ain't just it. You think this it? God ain't through with you."
I don't know what you've been through. I don't know how bad it hurts you. I don't know who this is for, but I came to tell you what you are going through right now is not how your story is supposed to end.
The people that are running at their dreams know that it's possible that you can live your dream, that it's necessary, that you're relentless, that you have a plan of action, that you are creative. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them. The people that are running after their dream know they're going to have hard times. They keep on running because they're saying within themselves, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. The people that are running after their dreams are the people that are hungry, that if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. And if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, if neither cold poverty, famish or gall, pain or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim, you besiege and beset it, with the help of God, you'll get it.
Jot this phrase down. Life and business is like the changing seasons. And then here's the next phrase. You cannot change the seasons. That's impossible. You cannot say, well, I'll take 5 harvest times, no winters, and a summer or 2. You can't rearrange them. So you cannot change the seasons. But make this note. You can change yourself. And by the way, only human beings have this extraordinary ability to make dramatic changes in their life. In America, the goose can only fly south in the winter. He can't fly any other direction. But that's not true with human beings. Human beings can go north. They can go east. Human beings can live one way for 5 years and then tear up that script and live a totally different way the next 5 years. If you want your income to change, I'm telling you, it's within your power. Any year you choose, you can make incredible changes in your life. You're not a goose, you don't have to fly south. Anytime you want to, you can say, I'm going to change my attitude, I'm going to change my income, I'm going to do more than I've ever done before. Take on that as your God-given right as a human being to change your life to whatever degree you want it to change. If I can do it, you can do it. There isn't anybody in here that can't do it. Dramatically change the course and the quality of your life. Now here's the 4 major lessons in life to learn. Number 1, learn how to handle the winters. Winter comes after fall. Difficulty follows opportunity. It's been the rhythm of life for the last 6,000 years of recorded history. Now there's all kinds of winters. There's the winter of the season, but there's all kinds of other winters. There's political winters. What a winter that was when the Nazis marched into Prague. What a winter it was when Stalin finally took power in Russia. What a winter it was in Japan back during World War II, one of the longest winters in recorded history. So the winters are going to come. The winter of sickness, the winter of devastation, social winters, economic winters. It's simply called wintertime. But the winters are inevitable. You say, well, Mr. Rohn, what can I do about the winters of life? In World War II, we marched against the winter, and finally the spring came. And that's what I'm telling you. It's possible for you to conquer your winters. But anyway, that's going to come. The winter of a divorce, the winter of a death in the family, some things we can't understand. But here's what we do know. It's possible for us to get through the winter. Here's what's exciting about the passing of time. It takes you through whatever you're experiencing at the moment. Now, how do you handle the winters? You can get better, and you can get stronger, and you can get wiser. There's no winter powerful enough that you cannot of figuring out a way to get through it. Hang on. Make this note. Winters don't last forever. So become wiser, become stronger, become better to handle the winters that are going to come in your life. With self-esteem bursting out all over, with the skills you're going to develop, you're going to be able to handle whatever comes your way. I promise you that. Now here's the next season. It's called the season of spring. Spring always comes. Sometimes the winter seems long, but sure enough, eventually, winter has to give way to the spring. The difficult time has to give way to opportunity. Just hang in there when the night is long. Hang in there when it's dark. And your spring will surely come. Now here's what you must learn to do. Jot this note down. Take advantage of the spring. You must seize that moment. It is true that the dark time doesn't last forever, but here's what you've got to also understand. Spring doesn't last forever. Take advantage. Don't be lazy, especially in the spring. Don't be distracted, especially in the spring. Get up a little earlier, stay up a little later. Take advantage of this spring that's here. You've got to take advantage of every spring that comes because there's only a handful. Life isn't forever. The sunrise doesn't last all day. The sunset doesn't last all night. We all have periods of time, pieces of time. And when those pieces of time comes, what you've got to do is take advantage of each time that comes. At the longest, life is just a small period of time. Don't waste the chance. Each spring that comes, take advantage of them because there's just a few. Don't let them all pass. Now here's number 3, is the summer. In the summer, we've got 2 things going for us. One is opportunity, but the other is to watch out for your enemies. And believe me, we're going to have some. There's going to be people that'll be envious, and they will not be your friends. I'm asking you to stand at the door. I'm asking you, whatever threatens you, threaten it back. Whatever wants to overwhelm you, stand up and do battle with your enemies wherever you find them. Now here's one more. We must also deal with the enemies within ourselves. Make this note. Don't become a victim of yourself. It's possible to become a victim of gossip. It's possible to become a victim of the things that happen. But here's the most important thing. Don't become a victim of yourself. Forget the thief in the alley that's after your purse. What about the thief in your mind that's after your promise? The thief in your mind that says you're too tall. The thief in your mind that says, well, yes, it'll happen to people out in California, but it can't happen way over here on this side of the world. I want to reassure you that you can do it. I want you to reassure you that you can make the decisions. Find some things to do, step at a time, yes. But there isn't anything you can't walk away from. There isn't any challenge you can't overcome. Now here's the last season. It's called the season of harvest. After the long summer, we've been disciplined. Then, as one writer said, in due time, your harvest will come. And I want you to have that same opinion. Your day will come. Your harvest is sure. And then you'll be able to say, by gosh, the hard work has paid off. The lonely nights have paid off. And my harvest has finally come.
There's going to be things in your life that you don't have control over. There's things that you can control. There's things you can't control. Now, I will tell you that human beings can control a lot more than they think they can. And oftentimes it's pretty easy just to say, oh, that's not me. That's not on me. And I think that's the whole genesis of the idea of extreme ownership, is most of the time, or much of the time, people say that's not my fault. There's nothing I can do about that. And more often than people think, there is something you can do about it. And you can, and it is your fault.
So sometimes when you think you're making the wrong decision, or you have to making the toughest decision because you're thinking about somebody else and the consequences, if you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret.
We're built to walk uphill. And when you reach the pinnacle of the hill, you want to stop and appreciate the vision. But the next thing you want is a higher hill in the distance, because it's from the uphill climb that we derive our value. And I mean this technically. So almost all the positive emotion we feel, that's experienced in relationship to a goal. And so in some sense, you want a goal that you can never attain, right? So you can always move closer to the goal that recedes as you move towards it. You think, well, that's frustrating. It's like Sisyphus pushing the rock uphill. But it's not, because as you pursue that goal, you put yourself together and your life does get better and richer and more abundant.
And that bill from regret is generational. And there's a lot of people listening to this that bill has been passed on from generation to generation, and you are holding that bill right now. And somebody in one of your generations has to pay that bill off.
I want to be up, then anybody in the world wants me to be down. And it's all about, well, like I said before, self-belief. My whole success is from belief. Something I can feel, but not actually see.
I'm realizing that I have to daily show up for myself if I want my life to be what I want it to be.
Right.
It is a battle. Mm-hmm. And not only that, but it's like you have to have some sort of a plan. When I used to be a little bit more aimless, I was just like, oh, I want things to be good. It wasn't enough.
The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer. And some people will get it and some people won't.
I think to myself, man, I'm afraid of doing this. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm afraid of what this person's going to think about me. Because if I were to be able to fail in quiet, in complete isolation, then I wouldn't care. And then I think, well, what if I don't succeed in public? What do they think then? Nothing, right? They don't think about me at all.
It's hard to be comfortable with yourself. So it's very hard to be comfortable with other people. That's why I always stress with people, like, you've got to accept yourself for what you've done wrong. Do your best. And also find some difficult shit to do, because that gets away a lot of the anxiety that you carry around in your body. A lot of difficult things make regular life less difficult.
And as I've said since day one, it's motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do. That's it. And that's discipline. It's not motivation. If you only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it, that's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do. That's the way it works.
So you have to work off this mentality of, I have to be undeniably the best person in my role to where it's impossible to ignore. That's what undeniable.
Hello guys, today I'm gonna talk about make every day count. Hey there, ready to make the today count? Let's dive into realize every opportunity. Today is a fresh start, a chance to create something amazing. Let's make moment count. Think about what you want to achieve today. Visualize your goals and let's go after them with determinations. Each every day a gift filled with endless possibilities. Let's appropriate it with gratitude and can-do attitude. Identify one thing you can do today that moves you closer to your dreams. Let's take that first step together. If obstacles comes your way, remember you have the strength and realizations to overcome them. Keep pushing forward. Every small victory matters. Let's celebrate each achievement along the way. As the day winds down, take a moment to reflect on what you have accomplished. Be proud of yourself and grateful for the opportunities. Tomorrow is another chance to make a difference, but for now, let's make today count. Feel free to adjust the script to shape your styles and the context in which you want to inspire making